Assalamu alaikum guys, hope you all are fine and doing well. So today we cover the topic Mythologies by Ronald Barthes.
Ronald Barthes is actually a leading theorist of semiotics. Semiotics is actually the study of sign. Before discussing his theory of mythology, we should understand the concept of myth. Actually, what is myth? What is the definition of myth according to dictionary? According to dictionary, the definition of myth is a person or a thing having only an imaginary or unverifiable existence. But Ronald defined this term little bit different from this, and he defined myth as a myth is a type of speech, and myth is a system of communication that is a message. According to this definition of myth, it could be said that it is the type of speech like any other communication, and it also involves signs. And these signs are used to communicate special type of message that is actually a myth. But this message remains hidden to ordinary people. Mythologies is a book of Ronald Barthes, and it is published in 1957. And it is a collection of essays which were taken from the Lee Letters Novelties, examining the social value system to create modern myths. Barthes also looked at the semiology of the process of myth creation, which is the study of sign process semiosis. That is any form of activity, conduct, or any process that involves sign, including the production of meaning. Updating Secure system of sign analysis by adding a second level where signs are elevated to the level of myth. The collection of essays taken from Lee Letters Novelties, and it is divided into the two sections, which are the mythologies and the myth today. The first one, mythologies, contain different essays containing a myth. And the second one, myth today, that is concerned with the myth and the process of creation of a myth. Okay, we take another example of a traffic signal, that there are the three lights. You all know about that. There are the three lights of traffic signal, which is red, orange and green. And if we take green light of traffic signal as a signifier, its meaning or signified is to giving permission to vehicles that they can move, they can easily go. If we take the red light as a signifier, it signified that stop the car, yes, stop the vehicles. So it tells to moving vehicles that they stop. And this example also tells us that signs are arbitrary, conventional, or differential. Signs are arbitrary means that why we use red, orange and green in the traffic light, there is no any reason, but we just pick some colors and put it there and we accept it. This is the arbitrary. Signs are arbitrary. I already told that signs are arbitrary, conventional or differential. If we look at the signs are differential, so let's take this example again, traffic lights example again. The color are orange, green and red. We can't use just red for all of these signs. Why we cannot use only red for all signs? Each color or sign send different message or send different meanings, so we take different colors for to define the different message. So in this way we can easily communicate, we can understand different signs, and we can put them together and articulate different meanings. Also, the signs are conventional. It means that when you are driving in a city or any other country, you find the traffic lights. Everywhere are the traffic lights, and in these traffic lights there are the three colors, which is green, red and येलो या ऑरेंज आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. थ्री कलर सेम होते हैं हर जगह. सो ऑल्सो वी नो द मीनिंग ऑफ द लाइट्स के कौन सी लाइट क्या मीनिंग दे रही है, क्या मीनिंग प्रोवाइड कर रही है. दैट इज़ द मिथ एक्चुअली. So, as I said, Ronald Barthes' concept and his example of mythology, we move toward the concept of Saussure's theory of meaning. Actually, what is the theory of meaning? According to Saussure said that there must be two sides of meaning that have relationship between words and meanings. His label for the two sides was signifier, and second one is signified. A signifier is the sound we say when we see an object, and the signified is the concept of that said object. The said object is the sign. In Saussure's theory of linguistics, the signifier is the sound and the signified is the thought. The linguistic sign is neither conceptual nor phonic nor thought nor sound, anything. Rather, it is the whole of the link that unites sound, idea, signifier, and signified. When the signifier and the signified are joined together, they produce a sign, which is a positive order and concentrate rather than abstract. To understand the concept, we take the example of a ring. Simple ring. I said ring. You have an image of ring in your mind. So I will give you example that if you pronounce the ring, then immediately its shapes comes in our mind. That is the signified. That is a mental concept. That is our mental concept. And the word or the pronunciation of ring, it is the signifier. That is the word or a shape or any image. Next come towards the concept of Barthes' theory of myth. His myth is little bit different from the Saussure's theory. In his model of semiology, the signs becomes signifier. He calls this second signifier form. Another signified is added to this form to create a myth. That, of course, is the entire part. Barthes takes this everyday image that reminds the reader that mythology of anything is a part legend, part illusion, and a part truth. As you know, as you see the image of signifier, signified is equal to the sign. Signifier is the words, images, signs, shapes, anything, and the signified is a mental concept which is equal to the sign, and sign is anything that conveys the meaning. Take the example of ring again. We already said that the word ring is signifier and the shape of ring is signified. We already said it. If we take it into myth concept, then ring is changed into ring and it is the signified. Signified is engagement or love, and it signifies that a ring is the symbol of everlasting love from anyone, from anything, etc. Sometimes the reader of myths thinks that signifier and signified have a natural relationship and not constructed one. This is the natural relationship. We take an image of the ring is that sound plus meaning is equal to ring, and ring plus meaning is equal to engagement ring is equal to engagement ring, which is equal to the signification and which is equal to the myth. I hope you can understand the concept of mythology and semiosis of signifier and signified. I know Barthes takes a lot of examples, like he take example from the Latin grammar book, and second example of a magazine's title page, etc. But I take simple examples of ring and traffic signals. So
That's it. Thank you so much. If you like my video, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you.